Hi, welcome to Sane Forums. This is our homepage where you can sign up by clicking the sign up button here, which will lead you now to the registration form. So first you'll need to create a member name. This member name is what's going to be displayed on your profile and how other members are going to tag you by and call you by. We want to make sure this name is anonymous and doesn't identify you in any way, so avoid using parts of your real name, and if you've used a particular username on other platforms, it's best to avoid it and create a completely new username here. So for this account, I'm going to do coffeelover32. Then you'll need to enter an email address. Make sure you type the email address correctly because you'll be sent a confirmation email after you register, and you won't be able to post anything on the forums until you confirm that email address. And then you just need to create a password with 8 to 20 characters. And then type in your first name, last name, year of birth, and postcode. And then select whether you're an Aboriginal and/or Torres Strait Islander. And then tick this box to say that you've read and agreed to SANE's guidelines and conditions. And then you can sign up. The next step is to verify your email address. So in your inbox, you should receive an email asking you to verify it. If you don't verify it, you won't be able to create any new posts or threads. If you can't find the email in your inbox, make sure you check your junk folder and spam folder, and if it's still not there, then you can contact the Sane Forums team and they'll be able to manually verify your email. Now that your email has been verified, you're welcome to start posting. So we've got the discussion space here where there's some spotlighted threads as well. So if you're looking to meet new people, introduce yourself, learn how to use the forum space, or if you want to chat about your hobbies or chat about cats even, there's a bunch of different threads highlighted here that tend to be popular. And there's also important updates and webinars that are tagged in this space as well. And then down here you can look at the recent discussions that have popped up. If you're looking for something specific, you can search it up as well. So for example, if you're looking into autism, you can search that up here and then threads related to that will pop up. If you want to start your own discussion, you can click Start New Discussion up here next to the bell symbol. So you can enter a subject, so this is the title of your thread. So for example, I might say, maybe that's my subject title, and then I need to pick a location to put the topic in. So this is one of the spaces. Maybe welcome get started might be a good space to put that in. And if you ever put it in the wrong space, don't worry, one of the moderators can help you out and move it around. And then in the body, I can just type in whatever I want, and I can even add images if I need. So I can press insert images and then choose a file to upload. And then once you've typed your thread out, you can post and it'll come up on the main page. So there's someone here that is new as well from 3 days ago. So if I want to like or support their post, I can click this like button here where the love heart is, and it'll turn orange once I've liked it and they'll be notified of the like. And if I want to reply, I can just click reply here and I can type a reply to them. So I can say hi, and to tag that user, I can use the @ symbol and type in their username. If it already comes up like this, you can just click on that straight away. But the other option is if it doesn't come up straight away, you just type in the first few letters of their username and it'll pop up. So here I might need to type in a bit more and then it'll come up here. So if it turns blue, it means they will be tagged and sent an email notification. And then from here I can continue typing. And here there's a bunch of extra options. So if you want to use an emoji, there's an insert emoji button, which I can add here. If I want to change the font, I can do that here, text color. Then there's an expand tool, which I can click on, and there's a few more formatting options. If you ever want to share something that might be triggering or upsetting for others, you can use a trigger warning or content warning. So you can click here. It's called a spoiler tag with the caution symbol. And what this does is it creates this section where whatever you type gets hidden under a banner. For example, if I post here with the spoiler banner, I can look at the post here and it'll be like this. So it'll say content trigger warning, and then when I click it, it'll have the hidden message. We've also got the events here and spaces here. So if we look at events first, this is where we've got any forums news events, including group chats, webinars, and other special events. So we've got like updates around what's going on the forums. We've got webinars here. This is one of our recent ones, which we can click on. And as you can see, we've got the webinar recording here, so you can come in and watch this anytime and as many times as you'd like. And if we head back to events, so usually the recent ones are pinned up here with the pink border. And we've also got some older ones here. So this is the 10th webinar about substance use, mental health, and the recovery journey. And as you can see, you can't really see the other webinars here, but you can scroll back here and search for it. So if you type in webinar, you can see down here there's a few more. So there's webinar 9, 8, 7, and so on. So you can always come back and check out the older one. Right of the events page, there's spaces which you can click on. And it's basically a bunch of different categories to pick from depending on what your interests are. So if you're a friend, family, or carer of someone with complex mental health experiences, maybe you might want to explore this space. If you're getting started, you can go to the welcome get started spaces, or social space if you're looking to create new connections. If you're a veteran or family member of a veteran, these spaces might be suited for you. And yeah, there's a bunch of different options like advocating for change, useful resources, our stories, yarning space, employment, education and training, and so on. So if I want to favorite a particular hub, I can click this favorite button. So this just means that on my page, I can check my favorites here. So let me just refresh the page. So here, that favorites comes up here, and this is just so it makes it easier for me to visit the space that I like the most or I want to check out the most. So welcome and get started will just be on my front page whenever I log in. And then from here, I can look at all the different threads.